Hey everyone, we're back with Chaos Child. Last time we finished Kazuki's route, now we have to start the Gremlins route. The 50-50 chance whether it's good or terrible. Nobody knows. I don't think it's a little shorter than the other routes though, so I mean that's good. We can finally get to the true ending. Anyway, this is Yui's murder in chapter 8. I guess instead of Nono showing up, what's her name does? Uki? I remembered her name. I noticed the tiny girl behind me, standing there and shaking. If I had, I might have been able to stop her. But... Huh? Hey there. It's been a while since we've seen her. Oh, she's just going for it! Tiny little girl tried to run between me and Ito, splashing blood everywhere. She ran through the puddles on the ground. She was holding a sword that's far too big for her. The girl, Yamazoe Uki, tried to use her D-sword to slice Ito in half. You gotta respect that. No, Yamazoe! Didn't know whether she'd lost control of herself after seeing Yui, or if she was trying to protect me. I still believed in my best friend. Oh, well, I mean, kinda, yeah. Ito wouldn't betray me. He wouldn't do this. This had to be some kind of mistake. Yeah, he meant to kill the other girl down the street. So... Doggo! Ah! Yeah! Something with a metallic taste rose up in my throat. It's still burning from the stomach acid which I'd thrown up a moment ago. The metallic taste filled my mouth. When I tried to spit it out, I spread a shower of red vomit everywhere. I'm not making vomit sounds. Okay, that's a pretty cool growl. I mean, it was a lot shorter than the others, but like I'm glad we can just get to the true ending now, you know? Thought I could hear Yamazoe screaming, but her voice seemed far away, as if my ears were plugged up. It was like he was echoing from another dimension. Then I realized that I was lying face down in a pool of my own blood. Huh? When did I fall over? Oh, okay, right. Hold on. The whole route is a delusion then? Getting the guide up. I know there's two delusions. One is Dream Sky, another Sky. For Dream Sky, you choose positive while at the house and positive again at the delusion. Oh! Choose positive on the delusion that appears before the route's title card is shown. I kind of want to see what. Let's just choose negative. Please don't make it breathe. So I assume this whole round is her using her power on us. Like, what's it do again? Rito. Ito, stop it! We're just gonna skim through this. Let something land on top of my body. Get Uki too. Okay. Yamazoe Uki bad end. What if that unlock the true ending? Let's do nothing too. I want to see what happens. Man, it hurts. I can't breathe. Please, Yamazoe. Just help me get up, then I can breathe. My vision began to quickly turn black. With my heart pounding fast, but my lungs must not have been working anymore. Dead? And then everything went black. The moment where I would finally cross the boundary between life and death was approaching. Sana the... Oh.
Oi, Taku? Ne tte ba.
Is this actually the route or is this like a troll? Okay, it's not just Siri. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Because it says to choose positive. I don't know why we choose positive here instead of just letting it go like that, but I'm worried that like we'll get like a premature bad ending. I'll have to like hold control over a lot if I don't choose this. Or this could just be for the achievement. Because there is one for getting like all the oh my god, get off! I've been being swarmed by ants for the last day. Like they always show up in the summer. Last year I just sprayed, they died by the dozens. But now they've grown immune. They've come back for revenge. Trigger on. Oh, it's the same lines we were getting when we started the round. Everything started to fade away. Then for a moment, it all came back. You could see cute anime girls holding me. Yamazoe was clinging to me too, crying like a little girl. Everyone's crying for me. In all honesty, I was terrified of dying, but at least I wouldn't die a sad, lonely death. My friends and family were all crying for me. Don't tell them it's not real. I'd always felt so sorry for myself, and I never realized how blessed I truly was. Thank you, everyone. And then everything went blank. The moment when I'd finally crossed the boundary between life and death was approaching. Butterfly, the unconscious erosion of self-indulgent kindness.
Oi, Taku?
Okay.
こんなところで寝ると。
タクルに起きなよ。
Oh, Yui's alive. Huh? What? So we're getting a sneak peek at Love Choo Choo? Is this what this is? First things I saw when I opened my eyes were the grain of the wooden table, my drool spilling all over it. I raised my head and looked around. No! It's a nightmare! I chose the positive delusion, not the negative one. Everyone was looking at me as they spaced out on a chair at the dining room table. But Yui, oh my god, this is the worst route. Like, I haven't been in the Alba dorm since the beginning of No-No's route. That was ages ago. At least Yui wasn't there. Now we have Yui. I leaped up, grabbed Yui by her tiny little shoulders and shook her. I actually succeeded in touching her body and it was warm. It wasn't a ghost! Yui, how are you alive?
ちょっとタク？
よしなさいってば、一体どうしたの？
So does Sarika know everything that's going on, or is it because this is a delusion, she's just normal Sarika? Yui was killed!
はぁ？私生きてるよ。ほら。
But Ito killed you with a knife in the study!
え？犯人俺かよ。
Ito glared at me, clearly annoyed.
勘弁してくれ。いくら寝ぼけてるったって悪趣味だぞお前。
Asleep? I let go of Yui's shoulders and took another look at my little sister. There were no cuts on her pure white skin. There's no blood on her clothes. Was that just a dream?
当たり前だろ。
どうして私が殺されなくちゃいけないの？
Well, if they kill you, that means less Alba dorm content. It's a worthy sacrifice. It was so real. Still smell the blood and guts. Still remember the pain I felt when I was cut by that D-sword. Closed my eyes tight and ran my fingers along my temples. Then I opened my eyes again, slowly. Everything was fine. That nightmare is nowhere to be seen. Ooh! Leaned back into the chair. That's right. There's no way Ito would ever kill Yui. For a moment, the name Minami Sawa Senri flashed through my mind. Quickly shook my head to drive it away. The idea that Ito knew Senri and was after revenge was just a delusion. No way to believe it was real. I forgot about that plot point.
びっくりだよ。みんな緊張して時間が過ぎるのを待ってたのに。宮代先輩だけ居眠りしてるんだから。
Was I? Sorry.
いろんなことがあったから疲れてるのよ。変な夢もそのせいだと思うわ。お父さんに見てもらう？
No, I'm fine. I'm okay now. Don't let him know. I realized that there's a thick sheen of sweat on my forehead and wiped it away with my sleeve. Anyway, what time is it? The murder. I like how, if the theory that all the character routes are just illusions, is true. That means this is a delusion in a delusion. Oh, we have the TV screen going off. I don't know. Maybe we woke back up in the real world. Ito shrugged and shook his head.
午前0時なんてとうに過ぎたよ。何も起きてない。
Unless the real world is just a delusion. So we woke up and we're still in a delusion. We're just one delusion higher. And oh my god, I'm not ready. Don't make me think of this. I didn't understand what happened in the movie Inception. I'm not smart enough. Nothing. Looked at the clock and saw that it was a new day.
ああ、これで間違いない。事件はすべて終わったんだ。
We did it!
タクル
On the phone, Shinjo-san said, right, he said there's a murder on the 23rd too. Meant that the return of the New Gen Madness isn't over yet.
新庄さんの電話って
What?
何のことだ？
Question mark? Everyone seemed surprised. I took the smartphone out of my pocket and checked the call history. It's gone! Shinjo-san didn't call me? Wait, is the October 29th one of the dates? I thought it was like the November 4th or something. Or maybe I just forgot. Said again and sat back in the chair. No, November 4th or 3rd or whatever is the last one, isn't it? All the strength drained from my body. See. The return of the New Gen Madness really is over. I like how Takuro's never gotten a phone call ever, according to that. Like, it is a newish phone, but still.
ねえタク本当に平気？やっぱり見てもらった方が。
I'm fine. Hirosu's right. I'm just tired. Hey, your face is way too close to me! I could tell she was worried, but Sarika's face was too close to me, so I pushed it away. That's when I realized. Where's Yamazoe? That's what I'm wondering. I couldn't see her anywhere. I remembered how her face had been twisted with despair when she'd attacked Ito in my dream. Even if I knew it wasn't real, I was still worried.
ウキちゃんなら今佐久間先生に呼ばれてお手伝いを。
Oh, you know, I just realized. If this is taking place now, that means Haida Riko can't show up here. Meaning Haida Riko's probably not the girl that was with Uki that she talked about before?
宮代さん
Oh.
何か
Hey, Uki. Oh, she must have been finished because she peeked through the door at exactly that moment. You don't, like, remember everything? She was tiny and frail, a lot more cheerful than she'd been before. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary about her. Oh. I was relieved. Oh, nothing.
そうですか。皆さん何か飲み物はいかがですか？あ、私グレープフルーツジュースがいいな。
They make the child fetch our things for us.
俺はコーヒー。
オレンジジュース。宮代さんはいつものでいいですか
？Mountain View!
マウンテン、何でしたっけ？
ちょっとダメよみんな。ウキちゃんはメイドじゃないんだから。我が家はセルフサービスです。
Thank you, no.
いいです。私がやりたいんですから。
But also, like, free child labor is free child labor. Yamazoe went around and asked everyone what they wanted, then went to the kitchen. There's nothing different about her at all. Before long, I could hear the tea kettle bubbling cheerfully in the kitchen. Several days passed. Okay. Oh. In the end, nothing had happened on the 28th. The return of the New Gen Madness had ended with the death by immolation of the woman declared responsible for these incidents that had caused the public uproar. She realized that she couldn't escape the police and set herself on fire. That's what everyone, from the TV media to the internet, was saying. But is that really true? Something didn't seem right. This is the sort of thing that usually drove people I despise most on the internet, the wrong-siders who pretended to be right-siders, into an uproar. I didn't mind the ones who made aggregator pages filled with their own personal theories. Some of them would always try to connect everything to the most ridiculous conspiracy theories. The worst were the ones who would post information about the killer. Not just the killer themselves, but their family and relatives too. They all kinds of terrible, unfounded things about them. Oh, that happened to Takuro on the common route. But this time that hadn't happened. No information was available at all, except for what was in the police announcement. It was like someone was censoring everything. Not only were the students at school and those people in Shibuya losing interest, so were the guys on Ant Channel who started talking about unrelated things instead of manifesting their usual excitement. Even if there are a lot of things competing for people's attention these days, still too fast, isn't it? Have we ever seen the CG with them all blended together before? Everyone was already starting to talk about a new event. The Shibuya Restoration Festival, which was quickly approaching. ...
ちょっとタクル
Oh, huh? I like how they had a little Hekiho Festival poster right there. As I stared at the map, I suddenly heard a bone-chilling voice from behind me. Terrified, I turned around. Oh god, it's Kurusu! Run! Kurusu was standing there, eyebrows raised.
何を考えてるのかしら
Oh,
まさか事件のことじゃないわよね。もう解決したんだから、あとは専門家に任せなさいって言ったはずだけど。
when it comes to this case, I'm basically a professional myself.
これ以上首を突っ込むようなら、わかってるわよね。
Yes. Her face was as terrifying as any creature from my worst nightmares. But I didn't understand why she was so mad. She was really worried about me. And I knew that after what had happened to her friend Senri, she'd probably been crying when she was alone. Still, she could be nicer about it.
このくらい叱らないと言うこと聞かないでしょ、あなたは。
How did you know what I was thinking? She's psychic too? Well,
何度も
actually...
言わせないで。タクルの考えてることなんてお見通し。顔にすぐ出るもの。
Oh.
とにかく、そのマップ、
No!
処分させてもらうわ。邪魔で仕方ないし。
What do you mean taking up space? You, the only other thing you have there is a single poster for the festival. Usually put a hand up to the map on the board to rip it off.
お手伝いします。
Hello, child? Who does not belong in a school? Well, I mean, not in this school. Yamazoe had been standing in the corner of the room, staring in wonder at everything she saw. She quickly dashed over to Kurusu.
助かるわ、ウキちゃん。そっち側持っててくれる？
はい。
No! They ripped out the map I'd spent so many hours on and folded it up neatly. Ah.
何？
Oh,
文句があるなら正当な理由を納得できるように述べて。
no, it's nothing. Sorry.
タクは相変わらず弱いね。情けないね。ヘタレだね。
I don't know if it's intentional or not. This is just my mind looking for things. But Kurusu's like voice acting sounds more like robotically angry than normal is the only way I can think to put it. Maybe she was always like that.
本当です。がっかりです。幻滅です。
Arimura was occupying a corner of the big table she read a brainless fashion magazine. Kazuki was on her computer playing ESO2 like always. Say, I can't tell if that's a caricature of Kazuki because that's just the only thing she does. Not a wimp, okay? Kurusu's just too strong.
タクルってば、よっぽど私に怒られるのが好きなのね。
Not true. I'm sorry. I shrank back and averted my eyes from the Empress. As for why Arimura and Yamazoe were here, they both joined the newspaper club as of today. She is a... Well, she is actually like, she's one of those anime girls that... Like, how old is she? Like 13? But still not high school age. Yamazoe wasn't a student at Hekiho until now. After the case was solved, she'd been allowed to enroll at the Academy's middle school. Oh, right, that... No, I still don't think they... That's so weird. Ito came into the room and walked over to me, eyes shining. He motioned for me to lean in. What is it?
部室の中の女子率が超高え。つうか、宮代が邪魔。
Okay, you go ahead, Ito. I'm so sorry for being in the way.
なんか部屋全体がすげえいい匂いするし、新聞部とは思えねえ。
Apologize to newspaper clubs everywhere.
俺にもついに彼女とかできそうな気がするよ。
You know, maybe in this delusion that could be possible. Ito, we believe in you. I'm sure that you're wrong.
なになに？ こそこそ何の話してるの？
Serica, put down her magazine and look at us.
ああ、次の新聞は何をトップ記事にしようかって相談だ。
ダウト。伊藤先輩は嘘をついています。
Uh-oh. I forgot she had that power.
そんなことないぞ。なあ、宮代。
Ito, you're wasting your time.
ひなちゃんに嘘ついてもバレバレだよ。
俺って学習能力ねえ。
先輩たちってばひどい。私をネタにしてやらしい話をしてたんですね。
それはしてない。
Shut up, Takeru! You're not allowed to speak.
またまた嘘ついてます。やっぱり私を使ってあんな想像やこんな妄想を。
No, that was only in your route. Arimori covered her chest and thighs with her hands. Okay.
ちょっとタクル、伊藤くん。
We are not. How long are the wacky anime hijinks gonna last? I quickly ran over to Arimori. Listen, don't say anything that'll give her the wrong idea. Kurusu gets really mad now. There's no telling what she'll do.
思いっきり聞こえてるわよ。
No, she can't. See? Look how she's glaring at me. I scowled at Arimori, and she giggled.
前から思ってたんですけど、宮代先輩とクルス先輩ってなんか。
Don't say it. Hmm?
何？
夫婦みたいですね。
Dang it, Arimori! We don't encourage that kind of behavior.
Huh?
Shut up, Takuyo. But Kurusu and I turned to her in shock.
恐ろしい妻のご機嫌を気にしていつもビクビクしてるダメな夫って感じで。
Well, that first word's accurate.
誰が恐ろしい妻なの？
Don't be weird. I agree that she's scary, though. That is a horsey accurate statement. But anime violence? Wow! She actually punched me. She punched me right in the stomach.
うわ、痛そう。
Katsuki pointed at the screen as I writhed on the ground, holding my stomach. Okay. Now what do you want? The logo for ESO2 kind of looks like WoW's, doesn't it? Yeah, I think WoW has like that yellow circle thing. Stop laughing at... Who's laughing? That's domestic abuse, Uki, and you're laughing? Huh? I looked around in surprise. Yamazoya was giggling. She wasn't very loud, but she was laughing. She looked really happy. Everyone looked at it in surprise. You know, she must be a fan of like 2000s and early 2010s like rom-coms.
すみません。
Like Uki's favorite anime? Toradora. Yamazoya realized that everyone was looking at her. Their face suddenly turned bright red.
ほら、もっと笑って笑って。
Ha 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 ha! You have to laugh, come on.
いつもそうやって笑顔でいるといいわ。かわいい。
I mean, it's fine. The way she reacted made it seem like no one had ever told Yamazoe that before. She didn't even know what to do.
ゴミを捨てに行ってきます。
Okay. She grabbed the garbage can, which wasn't particularly full, and ran it out into the hallway. Everyone smiled as we watched her go.
あれは卑怯だ。不良少年がちょっといいことするとすげえいい人に見えるのと同じだ。騙されちゃいけないですよ、先輩。
What? No, she's not trying to trick me.
このままだと新聞部のアイドルの座が危ない。
She's jealous of like a 9-year-old. Her age is ever changing, by the way.
新聞部のアイドルは私だよ。簡単にこの座は明け渡さないから。
Whatever you want, Serica.
いいでしょう。勝負です、セリ。望むところだ。
Come on, you guys. I'm starting to get a headache from all this. Yamazoya is one thing, but maybe letting Arimori join had been a mistake. With the case finished, the newspaper club was finally about to get back to work again. At this rate, we want to be able to get through a planning meeting. Never get any work done. An hour later, it's time to go home. Mr. Wakui, the club advisor, rode in on a cliff racer. We decided to pick the topic for our next paper at a later meeting, and everyone headed home.
だからね、何度も言ってるけど、渋谷復興祭の裏側を取材して、そのレポートをすればいいじゃない。
Boring.
私もそれがいいと思うな。楽しそうだし。
意義なし。ミスコンとかもあるらしいぜ。ぜひ裏側を取材させてほしいものですな。
やっぱり伊藤先輩ってそういう人なんですね。金輪際、私に近づかないでくださいね。
君は冗談も通じんのか？
だから嘘をついてもわかります。冗談で言ってないですよね。
Oh, come on, he first let us questions. That can't be a lie. Ito and Arimura were about to get going again, so I interrupted. Every school in the city is doing a report on the Restoration Festival, right? I think we should do a real analysis on the return to the New Gen Madness case. Still bothering me. Of course, we won't go into too much detail about Senri. I made my suggestion, trying to be as delicate towards Kurusu as possible, but...
しつこいな、お前も。あれはもういいって。それこそあっちこっちのサイトでやってるだろ。
私もそう思いますよ。というか、ぶっちゃけ思い出したくないですし。
Even Ito, who was excited during the case, and Arimura, who was a part of it, were opposed. We had the same discussion during our meeting at school and got it nowhere. What about you? Oh yeah, I was just about to say, where's Kazuki? What about you, Kazuki? What do you think about my proposal? Hmm? Yeah. Did you say something, she seemed to say? Okay, Kazuki's not going to be any help. He probably didn't even want to hear what we were talking about. What about you then, Yamazoe? You here? I turned around towards Yamazoe, who was all the way in the back. She seemed surprised, as if she hadn't expected anyone to ask her opinion. Her eyes started from left to right.
私は別に皆さんの決めたものでいいです。
We can't decide, that's why I'm asking you.
すみません。
She probably thought I was mad at her, because she shrank back a little.
ダメだよ、タク。ウキちゃんをいじめちゃ。
I'm not being mean, she's part of the newspaper club now. If she has an opinion, we should respect that, right? But Yamazoe only shrank back even further and started to mumble.
いえ、私は特に意見とかないので。
Sakura's asking the club Roomba for her opinion.
すみません。
No, you don't need to apologize. I could see that tears were welling up in the corners of her eyes, so I quickly waved my hands in apology. At this rate, it really would feel like I was bullying her. In the end, I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I fell silent.
それじゃあ、タク、のんちゃん、ウキちゃん、また明日ね。皆さん、
バイバイ
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様。
じゃあな。
That's not the real Arimura, she didn't say ciao. Oh. Kurusu, Yamazoe, and I said goodbye to the other four before we were headed back to the Alba dorm. Or like, how does she say it? Like Chiaotzu? Or whatever? Oh, her favorite Dragon Ball Z character, Chiaotzu. We watched them away for a moment as they went, then started to walk once more. ... No one said anything for a while. The only sound on the quiet residential street was our footsteps.
ねえ、タクル。
Hello. It was Kurusu who broke the silence.
どう？元気？
Question mark?
いろいろあったけど、もう元気になったかなって。ほら、タクルって結構一人で抱え込んじゃうから。
Kurusu glanced at me and looked away as she spoke. Well, I mean, I was stabbed by a child, but that usually hurts. A lot, huh? She probably wasn't just talking about the return of the New Gen Madness. She was probably talking about everything that had happened to us since the Shibuya earthquake. Is that a new background? I don't know if it's shown that one before. That back to all that had happened. Come to think of it, I did cause a lot of problems for Kurusu, and a lot of stress and worry too. Tell by looking at me, right? I'm just fine. I can probably head back to my RV soon. Yeah, ditch those losers.
戻る気なの？
Just staring at me in surprise. Evidently, she hadn't expected that. She must have thought I was planning on staying at Alba Dorm forever. I can't stay in freeload forever. Is it freeloading if you're like, I want to see like 16, 17?
そんな、もともとタクルの家なんだから、いいとか悪いとかないでしょう。
No, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm gonna get spoiled if I do.
いいのに、甘えても。
Oh, sorry, no, all characters appearing in this game are 18 plus, never mind. She seemed a little sad as she spoke. I don't know if this game has that warning. Like, even like non-H games usually do that, just, you know, just in case, right? Did you hear that, Yamazoe? You can be my witness. Whenever Kurusu gets mad at me from now on, I can tell her she said it's okay for me to get spoiled.
はい、わかりました。
It was all a setup.
ダメよダメ。それとこれとは話が別。
Kurusu turned towards Yamazoe, held up her hand palm outwards in a stop sign. Sorry?
わかりました。
She made like an octagon with her hands? Hey, whose side are you on?
それは、すみません。
Yamazoe seemed genuinely sad. Evidently, jokes weren't something she understood. Scratched at my cheek, unsure of what to say. Kurusu rubbed her cheek with her fingers 2 or 3 times in the exact same way, but slowed her pace until she was next to Yamazoe.
ねえ、ウキちゃん。
She forced herself to speak as cheerfully as possible.
はい。
今度の日曜、ショッピングに行かない？
ショッピング？
Shopping?
ウキちゃんの部屋、ほとんど何もないでしょ？それに、お洋服だってあんまり持ってないみたいだし。
Then I remembered. Yamazoe had moved in so quickly that we didn't have a room for her. Cleaned out the storeroom instead. When I last looked there, her room was basically empty. It was still that way. It had to be pretty bare.
でも、別に困っていないので。
ダメ。お部屋を明るくすれば気持ちだって明るくなるわ。それに女の子なんだから少しはおしゃれもしなくちゃ。タクルもそう思うでしょ？
Yeah, of course, of course. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what he said. Dressing nicely is the first step towards a happy life as a normie.
ほらね、タクルも付き合ってくれるって。だから行きましょう。
Oh boy. Anime shopping hijinks. Huh? Wait, what did the Empress say?
あれもこれも買わなきゃいけないんだもの。女の子2人じゃ持ちきれないわ。
So you want me to hold your bags, basically?
違うわ。可愛い女の子2人とデートさせてあげるって言ってるの。
Where are the cute girls? One of you is like 9, the other is... No. Kurusu, don't you think it's a little embarrassing to say that about yourself? Just as, oh, I guess she's not saying that about herself, huh? She's saying that about... just as I thought to myself.
そこで黙り込まないでくれる？言っちゃって自分で後悔してるんだから。
Kurusu's face turned red up to her ears. Meanwhile, Yamazoe was frantically looking between us, as if she wasn't sure what to do.
とにかく今度の日曜は開けといてね。
でも私なんかのためにそんなご迷惑を。
ちょっとウキちゃん。
Don't bully the child into shopping.
私なんかとか言っちゃダメ。あと変な遠慮もやめること。私たちはね、もう友達。家族なんだから。タクルにも
家族？
そう、家族よ、ウキちゃん。
Yamazoe didn't seem to know how to respond. It was like she was surprised, hesitant, smiling, and crying all at once. She looked at us, her expression blending all those emotions.
ああ、それとね、タクルのことを宮代さんっていうのもそろそろやめにしましょう。
Hey, shut up!
タクルもよ。うちの家族はね、お互い名前で呼び合うのがルールだから。
She's just trying to get more no-no content. Kurusu's voice was cheerful. I felt an ache in my chest as I heard her say that, because I hadn't called her by her first name in half a year. Looking back, I was all over something really stupid, and for some reason, I got stubborn about it. Now I couldn't go back. Isn't it? Wasn't it about like covering up how his parents died? I mean, that's not really like that's you know, a major. You know, who cares? Even though I knew how sad she looked sometimes when I called her Kurusu.
いいんでしょうか、そんな失礼なこと。
Oh god, I just now noticed this. Their necks are small. Like I've never noticed this before, but like their neck should be like, I don't know, almost twice the size, right? Or at least a little bit bigger. I don't know anatomy.
失礼じゃないわよ。遠慮はダメって言ったでしょ。
はい。
タクルも了解？
Roger, draft girl, I mean Uki.
タクルさん。
Yamazoe, no, Uki blushed as she spoke.
二人とも合格。じゃあタクル、日曜よろしくね。
Yeah, roger that. I get it. There's nothing in life so boring as being forced to go shopping with a girl. That's part of my male... How do you say this? Noblesse oblige? I don't know. I think it's French. You have to enjoy it as best as you can. At least, that's what Minomikata Kenji Sensei's column said in Cool Cat Press.
それじゃあ
He
決
would
まり
never
ね。
lie.
楽しみだわ。
Kirsu tapped Uki lightly on the shoulder. Uki still didn't know what to say. Eventually she said, "Thank you," in a tiny voice. And then...
家族。
She whispered the word again. I couldn't tell for sure, but she sounded very happy. Every time I hear someone say Kazuku, I think of the Big Dango family. Is that Garo Froggy? It's Garo Froggy. Reward Dakiru, that's evil. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. Remember how, oh, by the way, no, we can't overwrite the original. We go save 2. Have we had this conversation before? I think we have. I see. Remember how I said last time? I was like, oh, you know, this fight just hit the ground running. We're gonna have big plot moments. There's gonna be no anime. No, we're getting all of it. Nothing is ever gonna happen this round. Like the last 5 minutes will be important. That's it. I'm calling it now. I hope not. I hope not. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.